Hello everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the weekly Twin Astrology forecast for the week ahead. We have some very potent cosmic energies. Get ready for some major destined shifts within your own life, within your own spiritual journey. I think just get ready to kind of expect the unexpected. We're in this powerful, rare spiritual gateway portal. We're in this powerhouse of cosmic energies, and we close off the week with this new moon solar eclipse in Taurus. So this is adding this extra rare, impactful energies, and this is where we kind of all open up to this brand new era, the age of Aquarius. And what I was shown is this is the rise of the divine feminine collective, and we are being reborn. We're manifesting spiritual love in our lives. So we have some shifts I want to just throw out there before jumping in with my journaled channeled messages. Tomorrow, April 26th, on my birthday, we're going to have Venus sextile the North Node. So this is going to be a week of North Node activations and South Node activations to get us on our true lunar karmic pathway this life. On Wednesday, April the 27th, we're going to have Venus conjunct Neptune. So we got a lot of divine feminine energies coming up. And then also on Wednesday, we have Mercury sextile Jupiter. On Thursday, Mercury trine Pluto the day before Pluto goes retrograde. And Pluto's going to be retrograde until the fall. So we're in this 6-month incubation period of internal transformation. We also have Mercury entering into Gemini on the 29th. And then we're going to close off the week on Saturday, April the 30th, with this new moon solar eclipse. So get ready for some major shakeups. This powerful Taurus new moon partial eclipse is really pushing us towards all of these major internal shifts. It's destiny kind of coming to the forefront. And with the Venus, Jupiter, Neptune energy all working together, this really is a once in a lifetime gateway opportunity of conception, creation, and calling all of the crystal children to the forefront within this spiritual community, for the collective, for this new earth mission. And with Mercury added in the mix, get ready for some surprise communication, especially when it comes to love. I think we need to really get ready for these very potent energies this week. It's really an exceptional gateway the entire week. I'm coming off of this huge high from that spiritual expo, and once again an abundance of downloads, business ideas, expansion ideas that I'm so excited to share with all of you when the time is right. I'm going to be putting together all kinds of master classes coming up that I hope to be able to release this fall when it comes to learning the tarot, learning how to read your basic astrology aspects in your chart, how to heal that core Chiron wound, and how to step into that true mission this life, how to get out of that South Node into the North Node, and how to, combine your midhaven, your 10th house, with your 5th house of creativity, and how to make this into your entrepreneurial career moving forward. So it's all about spirituality this week. It is all about unconditional love. And this truly is a key week for divine counterpart unions. And with Neptune in the home sign of Pisces, this only happens like every 164 years. So this really is a once in a lifetime opportunity this week to have these highly rare, impactful events in order to embrace this rebirth and stepping into unconditional love. So in the past, like I've talked about before, all of these one-on-one relationships, romantic relationships, have all been based out of the lower chakra urges. And now we're moving into the heart and into the upper higher connections with people. So we're still feeling the previous week's energies when Jupiter and Neptune met in that conjunction. And it's been a really big focus on spirituality over the last couple weeks. How can we embrace oneness, unity, consciousness? And it also has included some very deep dives into the darkness when it comes to our unconsciousness and the suffering in the world, the suffering in our own lives. And we go into the suffering to find the light, to be that lighthouse, to find solutions, and to really dig deep into our empathic nature in order to reach this higher cosmic understanding and to kind of get grounded in compassion and healing so we can embrace unity consciousness as a collective. And that is the energy I'm still riding off of from the weekend. It was such a beautiful event at the expo. I thank everybody that came out and participated. I met several people that follow me on YouTube that I had no idea. So it was such a pleasure to meet you all that came out. Welcome to any new subscribers that I met over the weekend. And I just want to say, yeah, wow, I'm so excited to work the next event in November. I found some very beautiful pieces. I got this beautiful heart stone and with the swirl on it. I don't know if you can see it because of the glare. I don't even know what stone this is, but I was drawn to it, and I kept being shown the Moana movie and returning the heart of Tafiti, which is the heart of Mother Earth, and that's kind of what we're here to do, restore the heart of Mother Earth. I found this beautiful clear quartz piece, and a couple of my girlfriends got a good laugh out of the shape last night, and what a beautiful, unique piece. I'm a huge fan of dragons, and one of the vendors had this beautiful toothless dragon carved piece, labradorite, from How to Train Your Dragon movie. So I had to scoop that up, of course. Beautiful, gorgeous piece of selenite. I'm a huge fan of selenite, and I can't even remember the name of this stone, but it was definitely a must-have for my own personal collection. And I was fortunate enough to win a door prize, which was amazing. A beautiful bracelet and a bean bag, a handmade bean bag, and I was gifted this beautiful good vibe scent, good vibe energy from another medium at the show. So it was just a beautiful experience. And my good friend Lisa makes amazing beach glass art, so of course I had to scoop some pieces up from her, especially with Mother's Day coming up. And you know, back into the heart space, it's all about love. And after I bought the piece, I counted 11 stones, and how divinely perfect is that when 1111 is the twin flame activation code. So let's keep talking about these energies, guys. We're going to have Venus joining all of this amplified Jupiter and Neptune energy. So this is going to amplify the energies, and we're going to be dealing with this very powerful rebirth energy, stepping into unconditional love and grounding this in our physical reality. So heightened spiritual connections for sure. I feel the telepathic connection has really been coming in very strong in the recent days. And it's like this reignition to kind of further us along the journey. So what do these energies mean? When I say telepathic, dream space is likely going to be active. Kundalini chakra activations, and all of this telepathy is going to highlight our deepest trigger points. So you might find yourself getting very strongly triggered in the energies. And if you are in a karmic relationship, these trigger points are there to mirror, reflect to you your wounds, to bring that to the surface so we can have this deep remembrance of our soul's purpose and the unconditional love that is activating below the surface. And this week is likely to trigger all kinds of deep, heavy emotions that have been repressed to the surface, especially if you have been repressing this heart energy and trying to control your connection from a place of fear, mainly the masculine collective. They're going to have a very difficult time this week. It's going to be like this tsunami or this avalanche or wave of emotion flooding the heart space, blasting us wide open like a big boom. So you are encouraged to allow this wave, this flow, this experience to kind of just surround you. And this is where we can reach that place of magnificent creation in our lives, where we all can embrace our inner art, and we can peak the highest points of any experiences and feel this love, this oneness with all of existence, really coming to this understanding that nothing is separate. We are the earth. We are all connected to one another. And many of us are being opened up through channels of love. And when this whole loving energy floods your entire auric field, energy field, then you can really attract this powerful, beautiful dynamic that you share with your counterpart that we've always shared, and bring this into what is really true in our lives. So love truly is the only truth out there. Fear is an illusion. And when we're talking about energy realms, dimension realms, spiritual realms, soul realms, I think the energy is speaking very, very loudly with these higher frequencies. And if you want to reach these states of transcendence, you have to be open and available to receiving these energies. If you want to go beyond the logical mind, beyond these conflicting energies, right and wrong, yes and no, any ideas of wrongdoing or conflicting energies in your life, any dissatisfaction, you have to kind of get really grounded in the present, eternal now moment. The present is the eternal, and that's what this gateway is opening up. Do you want mind-focused, egocentric love, or do you want soul-focused, heart-centered love? Because the energies are trying to show you where your mind and your ego has been running the show, and where you have all of this fear-based programming still gunked up in your spiritual system, in your chakra body, in your mind. And when we go through these higher heart activations, third eye activations, crown activations begin to open up. So when we're working out of these 3 lower chakras, it's all about passion, sex, money, control. And if you want to work out of the higher chakras, you do have to activate that heart fully. You have to have that higher heart activation. So I feel there's a lot shifting below the surface, and all of these energies really are benefiting us stepping into our own cosmic powers. So with this portal, it is the energy of birth, death, rebirth. Venus energy is all about love, romance, finances, creativity, and our inner feminine energies. Whether you are a man or a woman, we all have inner feminine and inner masculine. And when we combine the two in that balanced form, then we can rebirth our life in any particular aspect that we want to bring forward in a more positive essence. So all of these powerful planets working together is signaling a new era for the human collective. It is the era of the divine feminine rising. And this is what we came for. This is what we have been waiting for at the soul level. So allow these transits to get you to plant those seeds. And divine feminine, many of us have been integrating these lessons for several years now. And if you've planted those seeds, if you've tapped into these higher states of consciousness, and you've, been manifesting new earth energies, you're kind of being asked to be open to receiving. Be receptive, be empathic, spread that kindness and that joy and that compassion, not only for yourself, but for others. And that's what we're kind of rebirthing into our physical reality. Higher romantic love, soul love, unity. We're manifesting reciprocity, equality, equilibrium. So get ready to experience some sort of activation where your soul has been laying dormant. There's going to be a major activation of gifts during this time, as many people are coming online with this connection to their higher self. And how they show it to me is like all these little lights turning on globally all over the world. And we're being activated into our higher crystalline body mission. We're activating the rainbow light body, and when we activate these energies from within, we can tap into new creative artistic projects. And this is an important week for seeding the future, receiving the blessings that you have manifested through all of your creation. And these new energies are kind of being conceived. So get ready to be shown this week where you have any major blocks that have been preventing you from these immense higher activations, from, embracing unity consciousness. And usually fear is an underlying energy of abandonment. And we can oftentimes abandon ourselves on the journey by staying stuck in contracts that have expired. A lot of us go into karmic soul contracts and we stay long past the expiry date. So I encourage you to, use this energy to your benefit, to open up to what is needing to come to the surface to be released. And if you want that true, deep openness with somebody else, you have to feel safe to trust your own intuition first. And if you want to trust yourself and your counterpart, you ultimately have to trust the universal energies as well and have faith in the divine. So get ready to face any issues from the past that are needing to be addressed once and for all. This is going to have to be dealt with now if you really want to have that spiritual benefit from this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity this week. If you want unity and love in your life, then it definitely wants you to. And we're trying to reach these energies in the physical, not just in the higher dimensions, 5D and above. So we're seeding the future. And one thing that is going to be for sure this week is the energy is huge for magnificent blessings to come in. So with this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, you're being asked to kind of go within this week, to go through deep emotional purification in the heart space, and to believe in the changes that are coming forward, that it is for the betterment. So, when we manifest New Earth, it sounds like a dream, and that's that Piscean energies. But with all of these planets kind of working together, dreams and magic can flow into our physical being. So it is really important to be open. We can always seek advice, but we do always have to trust our own inner intuition first and foremost. There's a lot of sentimental emotions. I'm being shown the Six of Cups, a lot of nostalgia when it comes to family, friends, past relationships. And, we can so easily get stuck in doubt, skepticism, worry, due to all of these past disappointments. We all experience loss in our life, but we don't want to lose touch with the magic that's kind of being brought forward this week, because there's huge potential to have that surprise communication, especially on April 29th. 29 is also a very karmic number, breaking down to master number 11. And with Mercury entering into Gemini, its home sign, this is a powerful new beginning coming forward, especially with Pluto going retrograde on the same day. So this is like a do-over, a restart, and Gemini is all about communication and perspective shifting. So where do you need to release any negative recent communication issues? Where do you need to open up to clear, honest, open-hearted, positive communication to move forward? So with Mercury entering into Gemini, you can really expect communication to liven up again. Gemini loves being in Mercury loves being in the energy of Gemini. So communication. And if you haven't heard from somebody very important to you on the journey and you've been waiting for that communication, or maybe you've been ruminating and pondering things over when it comes to spewing something out, now is likely the time that this is going to be manifested by the end of the week, because we're stepping into these new relationship cycles, new beginnings, and there's massive energy of new beginnings all around the collective with this powerful stellium Pisces. And right now, today, we do have the moon in Pisces, so get ready for a lot to kind of surface that's been trapped in your emotional body, and stored trauma that's been trapped in your heart, serving as a block to this unconditional love. We can always have this divine higher connection in the physical world, but we do have to finally fully release all of these past disappointments so we can truly receive the love that we have been manifesting. So do not fall into temptations. Do not feed lower mind energies of expecting things not to work out, because the North Node and Mercury working together is showing you that you will reap what you sow. Your thoughts are always manifesting and counter manifesting. So where is your thought process at? Focus on the higher, focus on unity, go into the heart space, because the heart always knows the way forward. And get ready to dive deep into the darkness with Pluto going retrograde on the same day. And Pluto's going to be retrograde for about the next 6 months. And So we're in this 6-month transformation portal of going deep into the unconscious mind, deep into any secrets, family secrets, death, rebirth, sexuality, and power, and get ready for old struggles to come back to the surface where there was no closure and where there was no complete resolution. If there's something still left unhealed underlying below the surface, or any secrets that have been swept under the rug, this energy is calling for that finale, that final resolution, especially in terms of sex, power, and secrets, lower chakra urges. And get ready to deal with any past mistreatments. Many of us as empaths have several run-ins in our lives with narcissistic people, and they're there to mirror reflect to us where we need to stand in our power. Am I saying everybody's a narcissist? No. We all have narcissistic tendencies until we bring that into our conscious awareness and we dissolve the lower ego in the mind space. So it's like this karmic equalizing any disharmony, opening up to beyond the polarity of separation that we've been manifesting over and over and over in our human existence, and breaking free from separation consciousness. But in order to do that, you have to illuminate the darkness. And you're going to really want to utilize the next 6 months very wisely, and you will have leaps and bounds forward when it comes to your own personal spiritual evolution. So get ready for sudden flashes of insights, aha moments, recurring conflicts that need to come up in order for that lesson to finally be learned. And all of this likely is going to alert you to any lingering childhood wounding, childhood situations that really have impacted you when it comes to receiving love and giving love openly, honestly, and freely. So many of us experience drama in our childhood, and we learn these negative patterns through our parents. And many of us are taught that, you know, love and abuse can coexist, and it cannot coexist. Love and abuse cannot coexist together. So get ready to go into any feelings of unworthiness where you have felt unloved or ignored, especially by your mother or your father. And we subconsciously reenact that wound in all of our adult relationships with somebody else. And so if you've been met with people who treat you cold and unloving, you need to kind of go into the depths of this soul work to understand how to give yourself that love that you never received as a child, in order to, you know, embrace working through all of these issues so you can free your mind space from that mental illusion once and for all. If you want to shift your perspective over the coming months, you're going to have to really go deep into the mirror of these issues so you can heal it and align with that inner wholeness. So many people search for somebody else to make them complete, somebody else to make them whole, and nobody can give you that sense of wholeness and worthiness outside of yourself. And if you're still looking for that outside of yourself, you're going to be met with all of these conflicting relationships until that lesson is finally learned and in the forefront. So we're here to embrace unity, wholeness, and we're here to be open. And so this Taurus new moon eclipse energy is this powerhouse of energies when it comes to stirring up all of these past emotions, and the energy can get very explosive and likely not in a good way. So you are all encouraged to take that detached view of your life, to take a step back, to be that observer, and to ask yourself, is this familiar? If it's familiar, it's likely linked to a familial karmic pattern. Is this familiar? A karmic attachment will feel familiar. There'll be this instant draw from the lower urges. A divine counterpart will have this feeling of home. It's a feeling like you've never experienced before. So is it familiar or is it home? And so this is a particularly important question to ask yourself if you've been on the fence in a relationship, because this new moon eclipse is going to hit and it's going to clear out anything outworn when it comes to patterns, negative relationship dynamics, negative situations. and you're going to be divinely guided to get out of these dramatic situations. If you're in a connection full of drama, it's likely not your lifetime partnership. Karmic connections are meant to come in, teach us a lesson, to prepare us for that lifetime partnership. So this eclipse is really pushing us all to embrace change, to feel all of our feelings, and to quit willing your way through and allow the highest good to come forward in order to align you with your soul purpose. Major throat chakra clearings. I was nonstop busy yesterday afternoon from about 12 to 4 doing many readings, and as the day progressed, I could feel this huge collective throat lump growing, and many people need to clear their throat and activate that throat chakra. And you think Taurus is ruled by the throat. So where are you needing to speak up for yourself? I feel this is a huge week of breaking free from the calamity. You might be experiencing a lot of anxiety and tension in the body leading up to this eclipse, and you might be experiencing some headaches indicating upper chakra blockages, because if your heart is blocked, the messages are coming in, but they've got nowhere to go. So it's all this built up energy, and you're going to be triggered, especially around the eclipse. And it's this judgment day energies coming through, and there's going to be a lot of illumination when it comes to false twins, particularly false twins, negative relationships, and all of this is that higher goal of bringing these higher contracts into fruition, finally releasing these lower karmic connection, these lower cycles, and embracing the true connection. So get ready for a moment of illumination, because the false pathway is 3D drama, just so you're aware. So if there's drama, conflict of any sort in your life, it's likely a karmic contract. So if something dramatic shows up, you are encouraged to take the high road, to take the higher perspective, and to not play into this emotional ego battle, because intense energies are on high alert. And we really have to be mindful of ourselves. When we can control our triggers and our reactions, then we can properly shield ourselves and connect to the light and stand up in the light and allow all of this chaotic collective energy to kind of be below you as you kind of release and rise above. So if you're struggling right now, which many people are, I know the energy feels very heavy. You are encouraged to clear your chakra pathways, keep your auric field clear of any debris, and embrace a space of calm and love this week in your life. And to do that, you might need to detach and go within and spend the week in solitude. And with the last thing I wanted to mention, closing out the week on the weekend around the 30th or May 1st, we have Vesta joining Saturn. And so this is like the seal, the divine seal of the mission is what I've been shown. And, many of the divine feminines are really accelerating. So it might mean, signing a new business deal, making, a new home purchase, or selling your home. It's a lot of fast moving energy for the feminine that's really being guided with this higher vibration frequency, because a lot of the feminines really are grounded in their life path strongly. And with Pallas entering Taurus at the end of the week, we're going to really see that higher understanding, and all of these new brainstorming ideas are helping us anchor in our mission and all of our desires into the physical reality. So if your higher self is working with you, assisting you, you have the capability to manifest the ideal future for your life this week. Plant those seeds. It's like, this is what we came for. This is going to go down in the history books one day with these cosmic energies, in spiritual terms anyway. And we have all kinds of far-reaching results coming to the forefront. So what's going on right now is huge in terms of humanity's evolution, embracing our fated destiny, changing career paths, and manifesting from that pure place in the heart. So listen to your soul. What does your soul need from you? Self-care is about feeding the soul, not the ego. So in a regular world, we feed the ego, we play into drama and conflict, and this keeps perpetuating over and over again, and this creates limitations, blockages, obstacles, and challenges. So taking back your power is always a personal choice. And to take back your personal power, you kind of got to be true in the heart center. And you kind of got to literally eclipse everything out of your life that isn't working to step into these unlimited possibilities in your life. So we're going to grab just a couple of cards today. My desk is so disorganized. I have a lot of organizing to do. And I do plan on completing the I Am Enough series and You versus Them series throughout the week, progresses throughout the week. I've got a lot on my plate today playing catch up. So do be patient with me, guys. I've not forgotten about anybody. But let's jump in with some illumination oracle messages today. We're going to see what other messages need to come through with the cards for the week ahead for the Twin Flame Collective. I'm just going to generalize it today. No, actually, no. My guide said we're going to get 3 cards for the Divine Masculine, 3 cards for the Divine Feminine, and we'll go from there, guys. All right, Divine Masculine, there's a storm of brewing. You really need to disconnect and relax and navigate carefully. There is an emotional shitstorm of brewing, Divine Masculine. Where have you repressed what it is that you want in your heart? You cannot hide this love forever. And there is going to be an emotional revelation is what I'm feeling. And it will require a period of rest and disconnection because you got some challenges ahead, Divine Masculine. You got a rocky road ahead, and you're definitely going to want to navigate carefully through all of these higher frequency activations, Divine Masculine. So let's see what needs to come through for the Divine Feminine for the week ahead. Oh, that one stayed. Pay attention to the details. Beautiful energies. Healing your heart. Look at that. Smack dab in the middle between the twins is pride and ego. So get ready for a shake-up, a breakdown of your ego of some sort, an activation. And Divine Feminine, there you are. Healing that heart. I love it. It reminds me of this beautiful selenite heart. So we're healing the heart. We're healing the heart, Divine Feminine. You know, pay attention to your dreams. I do feel somebody's dreaming about you, coming forward with loyalty, and you're just encouraged to pay attention to the details. Pay attention to the signs, the synchronicities, and sink into the heart space because the masculine is deeply missing you, but he's sitting in that pride, sitting in that ego, and I think he's afraid to come forward because he doesn't want to hear I told you so. He thinks if he comes forward and asks for that forgiveness, he's going to get all kinds of accusations. So try to just be open to receiving the message if your counterpart reaches out, because they're definitely feeling stuck. You know, they're shedding all of these negative vices of the ego, and it's fear that's keeping them stuck. So I think Divine Time says now is the week for this regret, remorse, guilt, and shame to be released if the masculine is to tap into his emotional vulnerability and this growth and expansion to manifest these lifetime partnerships. So the masculine is well aware that you've been waiting for him to get unstuck, and that's his own ego and pride fearing accusations, but he's definitely missing you, dreaming about you, and there's definitely a deep emotional storm brewing below the surface. So let's jump in with the Alice in Wonderland deck. I know I've gone down every single rabbit hole you can imagine. So we're going to get just 3 general messages for both of the twins when it comes to the week ahead. What do we have for the twins, please? Forget who you are. This is beautiful energy. So follow your own good advice. I'm sorry, guys. I see a call just tried to come through. And messages from a rabbit. So get ready for a message to come through. A message maybe you're not expecting because, you know, many of us were born and we are born with spiritual amnesia and we forget who we truly are. So that's another energy of rebirth, confirmation, the fawn. So get ready for a breakdown of all of this mental conditioning, the falling away of the false mental conditioning, memories that no longer will define you moving forward, and go into that high priestess energy of trusting yourself, knowing that you know what is best for you. So, hey, I know many of us, we can give that advice, but heck, we can't master it in our own life. So follow your own advice and set that course moving forward. Plant those seeds, set that course. Know where it is that you want to go. Have a plan and head in the right direction. Get ready to receive a message of some sort, some new creative, inspiring ideas. Tap into your imagination because we are in the precipice of this very high frequency divine conception energy. And this really is going to bring forward all kinds of new expansive opportunities. So let's grab a couple of star seed oracle messages. What else needs to come through? And we will jump in with some tarot. What else needs to come through for the week ahead, for the collective, please? Thank you. Messenger, yes. So messages. There's a need to have that conversation. When you want to bring harmony and balance in your life, you have to be willing to go into the depths of this higher octave energy, and we the Hathers. So I feel many of us are coming into our awareness of our birthright, this deep love that we've always held within us, and this rebirth energy as a portal to step into your mission. And many of us have a double mission. Many of us not only are light workers, star seeds, we're here to be those clear channels. We're here to not only serve the world through our channeling capabilities, but also just by embracing our authenticity. So allow the divine cosmic mother to bubble you in this protective light, and to know that you are never alone. We are not meant to journey alone. We are meant to have passionate physical connection through the power of community. Your life is a canvas. It's a blank slate. But you have to take creative accountability for what you've manifested in your life. And if it's not working, then you have to pay attention to the details and take the appropriate action steps to go in a new direction. So a lot of remembrance when it comes to the soul plan, this life, the fated life versus the destined life. And a lot of Palladian energies are coming through, a lot of new visionary energies, inspirational ideas, and get ready for this great severing of all of these false contracts. And no matter what is going on, I just want to say you will survive this. You will survive this, and it will bring forward new solutions and a new beginning, because we are seeding the potential of new earth energies, and we are bringing all of this unconscious karmic energy to light. So get ready for a major severing. There's going to be some very aggressive energy, Mars energy. We're severing these karmic contracts, these desert contracts, and it might trigger a lot of anger and conflict. But this is where you soften your heart to love, and you understand the intelligence of these cosmic energies that have always been within your heart. So get ready for a lot of deep inner child healing to take place in the energies this week. So let's get a couple major arcana from the Archangel Power cards, and we'll see what else needs to come through for the twins for the week ahead, because this is such a powerful week when it comes to our mission. So get ready for a Tower. It flipped out in reversed. So this change, these sudden revelations that are coming forward, offering us freedom, are breaking us free from procrastination. It's about being willing to embrace these new opportunities that these shakeups and these changes are bringing. So I feel get ready for a shakeup, something that you've avoided up until now that you're not going to be able to avoid anymore. This is going to be an internal shift reflected in your outer reality, because there's a lot being illuminated with the partial solar eclipse. Where have you not embraced your life as being wonderful? We're here to thrive on the power of positive thinking. And we're here to inspire success, not only in our own lives, but to inspire others to find their own creative journey as well. So brand new beginning, fated destined change, unavoidable breakdowns of false foundations, and an unexpected choice in love. So it's kind of time to make that choice from the heart, not the head, from the heart, If you want to manifest deeply emotional commitments, you have to go into the power of love. And I do feel the divine masculine is preparing to take charge of this toxic situation. He's got ambitious plans for the future, and he wants stability in his life. So I feel he's coming in for healing. I do feel this will be a dream come true for your divine feminine. So believe that this is the end of all of these difficulties, and we are stepping into peace and a lot of truth, a lot of communication. So release the past. We are stepping into a more enriching future. So we kind of got to let go and let God is a big, big message when it comes to this healing journey. And you're going to have to clear up any misunderstandings when it comes to communication problems from the past. If you don't want your progress forward to be hindered, get ready to clear up any communication issues when it comes to a lesson reaching completion and coming full circle for your spiritual growth with all of these insights that are coming forward. So we'll get a few tarot messages. We'll get the divine masculine's energy first. We're just going to get 3 cards today on both sides, keeping it simple, Dimple. We'll see. Okay, I guess we're going to get more than 3. Ooh, divine masculine. All he can think about is the divine feminine. And he's kind of looking at the missed cup, and the feminine's kind of still looking back a little bit. You know, I feel the masculine's going through a very intense internal struggle as part of his expansive journey. Maybe your divine counterpart has their Jupiter in Leo or Cancer. But there's a lot being learned about third-party interference, drama, chaos, and conflict. When it comes to this missed opportunity, this false start, maybe it never really got off the ground, and it usually doesn't. We go through that bubble phase, and then it breaks down because we go back into the lower urges, which creates that false start. So, you know, with the 6 minus the 1, we get 5. So there's a lot of internal power struggles when it comes to this missed opportunity. And a lot of heart energy when it comes to, you know, having to be 100% authentic if he is to come in with that offer. But he's definitely thinking about the divine feminine. And there is going to be a brand new opportunity to start over. But let's get a couple messages for the feminine. On the feminine side, what needs to come through? Justice, healing. No frig, I can't make this up. So get ready for lies, secrets, all of that to be exposed where somebody has been lying to you, stealing from you, manipulating you. And divine feminine, you're in that balanced energy. I feel you're completely integrated and you have that complete trust in divine order and divine justice being served. And what was not just will be righted because your wishes are being granted. You are expanding through the heart space with all of this Piscean energy, Aquarius, Pisces, 2 major arcana and 2 energies of everything you prayed for is coming into fruition. So just stay balanced and know that all of this is working out when it comes to these past manipulations. We're stepping into communal efforts. We're working together as a team. The masculine is getting ready to take that grounded action when it comes to learning this lesson and closing out these karmic cycles. Something definitely coming full circle. And unexpected choices in love. Get ready to receive an apology because I do feel the divine masculine is choosing this soulful union with the feminine. He wants this deep spiritual bond, and it is going to require an apology. And the masculine, I feel, is going through this expansion in the heart. The Hermit, Virgo, we have the Palace of Swords, the Palace of Cups, and Judgment. So there is a lot being integrated internally. There is a big, big internal shift when it comes to this integration, when it comes to this abundance of truth and abundance of heart expansion. And the masculine is, you know, facing that judgment day, the day of being taken to having to face all of these past energies, all of this past karma, third eye vision activation, being shown these past life timelines, going through a period of soul retrieval, and coming in for that judgment of the divine feminine, because the door is opening. The portal gateway is opening when it comes to these higher unions, when it comes to this Lionsgate portal. The doorway is opening now, but it's going to require communication. It's going to require action, and it's going to require a lot of honesty. So the masculine is preparing to come forward with that conversation. He does see you clearly in that Nine of Pentacles, pre-Empress energy, very connected to your guides, stable, solid, grounded, likely running your own business, holding your own, just waiting for the masculine to take that first step towards you. So a lot of movement in the energies this week. Let's grab a few twin flame oracle cards, learning and study. Stepping into that higher level of learning, mastering your esoteric knowledge, your esoteric gifts, maybe diving deep into the tarot yourself or your own astrology charts. So I think get ready for a leveling up when it comes to your education, your higher spiritual education. So I feel this week is a pause for reflection, preparing for the energies coming in, where the feminine, I feel, is being asked to replenish her reserves and to align with positivity, because there is a lot of divine communication coming through. And I feel the masculine is kind of recognizing all of these blocks in his life, in his connection, on his path. And you're kind of just being asked to pay attention to the signs, because we are manifesting these unions. We do have the power to co-create anything we want in our lives. So we're phasing out all of these old karmic soul contracts. And likely this moon will be the final release of everything that's not meant for you when it comes to manifesting these new family structures, clearing all of this ancestral karma from our family lineage, from our bloodline, from our past life energies. So any current challenges coming up in the energies this week are related to old wounds, not only from childhood, but from past lives. Many of us have had many negative past life experiences in these karmic contracts, and we agreed to come back this life to balance some karmic scales, and I feel the balancing of the scales. And we're in this process of closing out all of these karmic soul contracts. So we are all going to be deeply affected by these lunar energies this week. So meditation, be still, allow the stillness to bring forward the awareness and answers that you are needing, and get ready to create space for all of your desires to arrive, because we are ascending, we are raising our soul's vibration, we are shedding all of these old limitations, and you're really going to need to spend some time mastering your divine gifts and really activating that soul blueprint this life is a big message coming through, and keep those chakras balanced. And that's kind of what I got for a weekly forecast for the week ahead. If you would like to book a personal or a twin flame reading, I encourage you to check out that description box below, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.